Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Yes, y'all are the first to arrive. Hi, Adrienne. Hi, Mary. Hi, Christina. And hello to the lovely Sandra.
Hi.
Thank you for being here today.
Hi, no problem. Thanks for inviting me.
Oh, you're always welcome on here. Let's see, I'm going to mute this real quick because I know yeah, it did. It wasn't muted. So we'll let a few more people get in here and then we will get started with our discussion today. We're not going to be on here real long today because I know Sandra's got some big things she's working on there in her office today, and I've got a few things that I need to be working on, but I just really haven't wanted to. Hi, Arena. Let's
Hi,
see.
Arena.
All right. If you will, please smash that like and share this out. And I've got it going. Okay. Everything's good now. Hi, Ghost Tracers. So we do have a small panel today, and there's a reason for that. We have Twinkies at work. Melissa and Patrick are having to deal with some issues that were caused by the storms that they were getting. So they're having to work through all that. And Laura is still not feeling good. So keep everyone in your prayers. We would appreciate it. And I hope y'all can't hear my AC very bad. There's just no way we can turn it off.
Oh, we can hear it just a bit, but it's not
Okay.
that
Not
annoying.
bad. Okay.
Yeah.
Hi, Wanda. You turn it off for any amount of time, and the whole entire house gets extremely hot, and then it takes forever to cool it back down.
It drops faster than it goes up.
Right. Hi, Richie.
Hi,
Thank you for
Richie.
sharing. Hi, Charmaine.
Charmaine.
So we've got a good discussion today. Um, hopefully, y'all think it's a good discussion. But thank you, Charmaine. Been a member for 9 months, and we love y'all too, or you too, Charmaine. And I'm so excited for your move. That's going to be awesome,
Well, yeah.
and definitely glad that you're going to be there where we're all going to be in a bit. So 11 months. Come on.
Yeah.
That's going to seem like it's going to take forever, but it'll get here before we know it. Thank you, Ghost Tracer. Welcome to Spirit.
Well,
Thank you very
cool.
much. I appreciate that. So we are going to be doing a lot more stuff for our members. We're fixing to be doing our member only live stream again. The last time I tried to do a members only live stream, it bombed bigger than anything because I didn't realize I was sick. And so I started it, and then my head just kind of went everywhere. I couldn't think of anything to say. And so it was definitely a bad live stream. So definitely going to be doing some more of that stuff. We had a great time on TikTok last night. It was so crazy. The doll that we use, we've never had anything happen like that before. The K2 meter was going off wall
Whoops.
whatsoever. And hey, Mary, I can see. Oh, okay. But the K2 meter was going crazy. The picture, what just kept like it was doing like a heartbeat. Like it was trying to zoom in on the doll and zoom out, and it was just like pulsating, I guess you'd say. And it was going crazy. Well, then all of a sudden, the dolls, or it says doll, and then it says they're out. It said there were 6 spirits in this doll. And once it said they were out, all that stuff kind of stopped. The K2 meter stopped. The pulsating kind of stopped. It still kind of looked hazy, kind of like looking into a fire, that little glaze type that's above it. So that was really weird. And we're hoping that the spirits did not come out of that doll. That would be not good. Hi, Bob.
Hi, Bob.
So me and Layne are going to do some investigating with her on our own, just for like a video. And it is the bride doll.
Yeah,
And
well, I saw it was the bride doll that
the last video we did with the bride doll, if you remember, was the one where we had her face in the mirror.
Yes.
It kept saying mirror.
It wanted the mirror again.
I guess it wanted the mirror again, or something came out of that mirror with it or something. I don't know, but it was weird. It was a very weird night. But it went good. It went really good.
Is there a way we can catch the replay of that?
You can't catch a replay on it because they take them down. They don't save but I download all of the replays. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to make videos out of them. I mean, you'll be able to hear me talking to the chat and stuff, which, isn't a big deal. It might confuse some people for a minute, but I think I'm going to try to start uploading them to the channel as well, because we're getting some really good investigations on there, and I'd love to see them saved. I wish TikTok would save them.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really understand why they take them down, but it is hot today. Okay. All right. So, hi, Jan. It's okay, Jan. No worries. That is not a mandatory thing. You guys are welcome to come to any of our stuff anytime you want to, but if you can't be there, we completely understand. We still love you no matter what.
Yes.
So, as y'all can see in the title, the paranormal discussion we're going to be having today is why do spirits ask us for help? And I have a list of 5 reasons why I believe maybe they ask us for help. And then what we're going to do is I'm going to read them off, and then me and Sandra are going to discuss them. And if you have any input in it, Sandra, just let me know. My dad's trying to call Walter. I need to text him and tell him I'm live. So if you have any input in it, just let me know. And, if you have any other ideas, be sure to voice them, because I'd love to hear about them. So, good, because I'm not on TikTok. Yeah, we'll definitely try to do that, Mary. I definitely want to see last night's at least put up, because that was crazy. So, my first, and I'm going to start small, then we're going to work our way up to the bigger points. But the first one is that they don't understand, that they may not even know that they're dead yet. But another part that goes with this is what I've always wondered is, like, if people that are in comas, like people that have been in comas for years, can their souls are their souls kind of caught in between, where they're not completely dead, but they're also not completely alive. So maybe some of those ones that we're hearing could be people that are either in comas, they're on the verge of death, and they're asking for help because they're confused about what's happening.
Yeah, I agree with that. That sounds very logic for the coma patients. Most probably that's the ones that are asking for help, probably most of the time would be that, I think.
Yeah, because they're confused. I mean, the light's not necessarily there for them, but yeah.
Yeah, and sometimes, they like see themselves in the bed and they wander off somewhere or something, and they forgot how to get back close to the bed or something.
That's a good point. Do they get lost if they wander off?
Yeah.
And we've seen people be in comas for 20 years. Is it because they're lost on the other side? Because a lot of them will say they don't remember anything. They remember being, like, say they were a child when they went into a coma. Do they remember all that when they wake up? They don't remember the in-between. So could they have been lost from, hey, Rich, thank you so much. Been a member for 20 months. I miss you both, Rich, and love you. I can't wait to see the video you're supposed to be having coming out. And I just read men.
Oops, it cut.
Huh?
It just cut. We lost sound.
Oh, is it cutting out?
No.
No, okay. I was just reading to Sandra your post on your community tab of the you should be able to clock in as soon as you leave your house to go to work. I laughed way too hard on that. Hey, Bud Files.
Hi, Bud Files.
So, like, even the ones that maybe just died, they have no clue what's going on.
Yeah.
Hi, Donnie. But it brings up another question, too, that I've always wondered, and I feel like I know the answer, but I'm not sure, is can spirits see other spirits?
Oh, I think so.
I think so, too, because, every now and then we'll catch full-on conversations. So, like, if they're seeing these other spirits and we don't know how they see them, so do they just not understand what's going on, or do they don't know that they're dead?
Yeah, especially if it's a rapid death that they didn't have time to realize.
Right.
They're wandering around what's going on, and if they meet someone that they knew in their life or complete stranger, they'll probably try and ask them. So I'm sure between spirits they talk to each other.
Mm-hmm. Hi, Dustin.
Yeah, that's what I would imagine.
Again, there's so many questions and we have no answers for them yet. And honestly, I wish we could. We did know the answer to it, but okay. So my number 2 on here is if maybe they were murdered or had an accident, and their bodies have just not been found yet. So maybe they're wanting help for recovery, like so their family can have that closure.
Yeah, that I believe that they're still around, like a missing person until we can find them. And for a person that was murdered, we'll find the killer, and then most probably they can rest in peace after that.
Right.
They're waiting on the
I'm
conclusion.
just gonna.
Oops, it cut again.
Is my mic gonna give me all kinds of heck all the time? Just an FYI for anyone and everyone watching this or that will watch this in the future. If you do murder me, I am coming for you. I will make your life a living hell. Just so you know. But yeah, I do think, there's a lot of, especially, I watch that channel. Me and Coty both absolutely love Adventures with Purpose and Chaos Divers. That's 2 of our favorite channels. And they go out and they search for people who have been missing. It's cold cases and all that. And they go search the water areas that they believe that, but the family's always constantly giving them like, okay, I've felt real strongly about this certain area, so is that their family saying constantly? And I always think that when I'm watching that show is I want the family members to say, okay, he came and told me this is where he's at, but they always give them kind of a roundabout area. So is that the family kind of making them feel strongly about that place, or, they just get lucky? Either way, I'm glad that they find, a lot of families. Hey, Matt.
Yeah, well, I think a family member can feel like, oh, at this location we should check twice or 50 times at this specific place.
Yeah,
I believe that it's like a message I feel strongly on that. Yeah.
Let's see. I'm glad you said something. What did I say, Rich? Just reminding you to get that video out. All right. So, number 3 kind of goes along with what we discussed last week on here, is that closure thing, especially those that were taken like so quick. They didn't know they were that sick when they went into the hospital and they never make it out. So they don't do the whole closure thing. They don't say their goodbyes and all that. So ones that just want their family to know that they're okay. So I definitely help to give their family that closure.
Yeah. I believe in that too. That when they ask for help, maybe it's to help them give closure and tell their family, okay, I'm okay, and stuff.
Yeah. I know I definitely would want my family to know I'm okay.
Yeah. And give your last orders if ever.
Yeah.
You be
Oh,
good to
okay.
your sister.
That's good. That's good. Rich. This way everybody knows that if they do something to me, it's coming back on you like 100 times worse. I will, everybody thought that Whoopi Goldberg was getting tortured by Patrick Swayze and Ghost. It ain't even gonna be like that. It's gonna be 100 times worse. But I am reminding you about that video because I do want to see it. All right. So number 4, and we get this a lot. I know all of us have had some sort of issue with this through the spirit box, all that, where there are still spirit bullies. Those spirits who believe that they cannot cross over because some kind of other entity is saying, no, you can't. They're trying to hold them in a place. I've found it definitely in the case that we did of a young girl who was murdered, and her husband and her father-in-law are the ones that murdered her. All 3 were gone. All 3, or no, 2 of them, the husband and the wife. Was you gonna try to do something, Rich? I know better than that. I know you love me bunches. The husband died. He was killed, or no, he killed himself. The wife they killed and buried in a shallow grave in a park. And the dad, who was the girl's father-in-law, went to prison. So we did the initial investigation, and then we did another investigation with some of her family there. And we kept getting the deals of the man not wanting to let her cross over. And so we kept trying to explain to her, and we were getting very good responses to validate this. And we were trying to explain to her, it's okay for you to go, it's okay for you to leave him. He has no control over you at all. And so the bullies, I think we get that a lot, especially like in haunted objects where things are trapped inside or they feel trapped inside.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but they honestly believe that these things can hold them here.
Yep, because a spirit or even a bully spirit, they're the same afterlife as they were before in life,
Mm-hmm.
So if you were a bully in life, well, for sure you're a bully afterlife.
Right.
And like an innocent person, like that lady you were saying that you had to tell her he can't do anything. Well, they don't realize that now they're free, that they don't have to listen to their bully, and the bullies aren't permitted where she can go to, and
Right.
Yeah.
And I think, because I know for a fact this girl went through a very, the last couple of years that she was with this man, it was very bad for her. He was very abusive, verbally, mentally, physically. They belonged to a biker gang. And it's not one of the big name ones. It's just they're on private charters. But there was a lot of things going on. She knew too much, and she wanted out of the abusive relationship. She wanted to take her kid, and she wanted to just go. And he found out that she was leaving. And it ended up not even being him that killed her. It was the father-in-law, who was the president of the charter. And so he ended up going to prison for his life. But in the very first video we did, she kept telling us it was his dad. His dad. She gave his name. She gave her husband's name. She gave her name. And it was crazy. It was probably one of the best EVP and spirit box sessions we'd ever had, because it was so active. Hi, Green County Paranormal. Green Country Paranormal. How are you? But the fact that she still thought that he had control over her in the afterlife was just so sad to me. And it made the family so angry to hear that. That's why they wanted to go with us, so they could be like, look, he cannot hurt you anymore. You need to just go cross over and, be fine. So I definitely think there is bullies. I do believe what you were here, you are there. And I do know that some people, once they get heart, they can see, oh man, I was a blank in real life. I don't want to be like that. I do believe there's some instances like that where they can get better. They realize I wasn't there for my kids. I didn't do this. And they change, once. A lot of times it's too late, but, I was in 5th grade. Walk out of gym class a lot. Why don't you walk out of gym class a lot? But yeah, I think there's still bullies, or even over on the other side, who make you think that they are. And so my last one here that I have, and then we'll kind of discuss with the chat and amongst each other, but the last one here is Earth, that we have people that are constantly degrading us for believing in God, believing in the afterlife, heaven, hell, all that. We have so many people here on Earth that constantly trying to put it in our head that none of this exists. Rich, be careful going home. Love you bunches, and I miss you. Tell Rachel I love her too. I believe that in the afterlife, there could be those demonic entities or those negative entities that are still trying to put it in our head, because they do say that there is a waiting period sometimes, before you cross over to the other side. I do believe that. So are those things, because they're not spirits, I don't believe. I've never believed that demonic entities are spirits at all. But there are those things over there saying, hey, there's really not a heaven or a hell. You're still going to be stuck here. So you need to follow us. And then there's those times that we hear help because, maybe they've gotten mixed up in something like that and they need help getting out of it. They need to know that everything they believed in their whole life is real.
Yeah. Yeah, that's another reason, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, because they arrive there not knowing, let's say, what happened to them and why they're there and their time period, how long is it, and then this demon dude comes up and says, "Oh, what you believed in all your life is fake."
Yeah.
So that could disappoint a person or confuse
Right.
a person.
And at that time, they are so vulnerable that they don't know which way to go. So it's like, okay, he's already here. or she's already here. They already know, so I'm going to follow them. But then eventually they realize, no, this isn't right.
This wasn't the right person to follow.
Right. And so then they need help to figure out where to go. Hi, Randy. So what do you guys think about all that? Do you have any other suggestion on why a lot of these spirits need help? And Sandra, do you have any other?
I would say they're afraid of the judgment, like we all get judged. They say,
Definitely.
So maybe they did something they think it's very terrible, but it's forgiving.
It's forgivable.
Yeah. So there's probably that. If I go, or am I going to get kicked out, or there's that. The judgment.
And they say, because a lot of times if we've done something bad, or we've whatever, a lot of times people will put that in the very back of their mind, the very back of their memory, and they don't want to remember it. But they say that when you pass away, that your life flashes before your eyes.
That's it.
So you see those things that you did, that you put in the back of your head and put away for so long that you've forgotten about them. So maybe you're just recently seeing them again, and you're like, oh, well, that's not, God's not going to like that. Yeah. So that does make a lot of sense.
Yeah. So they're hesitating too much. And like I said last week, I feel like this light is never at the same place, or they're moving around, that they lose like the coordinates of this light.
Mm-hmm.
So they see the light. Oh, yeah, but I did that. I'll get judged. So they walk away for a minute. They think it's a minute, but it's longer than that. And they lost the light when they finally decide to take the courage and go.
Yeah. And I think we discussed that the other day, is like, how often is that light actually?
Yeah, there's that too.
I mean, if God, like, if you're offered the light and you say, no, I still have unfinished business, I still want to stay here, is it even offered back to you? That we don't know that. So it's those people asking for help. But I agree, Sandra, that they could be like, okay, where'd the light go, and how do I find it again? See, Green Country Paranormal said, I believe that some want help out of the spirit realm. Yes, definitely. I believe that too. Hello, Jaden. Lots out exploring. Some of them just don't know what to look for. They don't know. And we always say light, to them on the other side, because we do hear light so often. That's just what we believe. A lot of people that have passed away and come back to life, they say they saw a bright light. So that's what we've been known to believe. So us asking the spirits, do you see a white light? And a lot of them will say no. So maybe we need to be saying, okay, do you see something that's inviting? Do you see something that's, do you see family members that are there waiting on you? We can't always just assume that it's going to be a bright light.
Yeah.
Because they do say it's different for everyone.
Yeah, it's like they say everyone has their own heaven or something. So probably that too. Like me, probably it's a big giant cookie waiting for me. I have to go to the cookie.
Dustin, they're afraid of the unknown. Definitely true. They can be afraid of the unknown. I think we're all afraid of the unknown. And when you pass away, it's just like, that's it. You're scared. You don't know what happened. Hey, Betty. How are you, brother? Love you. We'll see you tonight on your live stream. 7 p.m. Central Standard Time for some trivia.
Yep.
Hi, Slim. How are you? Let's see. Let me see what did. I think they have unfinished business, and sometimes they just don't know how to cross. True. Very true. It's 90 in your area. It's 103 here right now.
Wow.
Yeah. A 103 with the heat index. It feels like 109. And it does. Why is y'all's power out, Slam? Do y'all have storms? I hope they get it back on soon because it is way too hot for that. Melissa and them had that happen to them. Their power got knocked out with storms. They had a line fall down into their driveway, a live wire. And so theirs has been out too. It's way too hot for that crap.
Yeah.
We have not gotten any storms here, hardly at all. So, hi, Channy.
Hey.
Love ya. But yeah, I feel like there's so many different things that, we may not completely understand about it, and it's so hard because they'll just ask for help, and then you want to help them, but then they don't communicate any further of how we can help them. So we just have to kind of say, okay, do you want to get a message to your family? Are you trying to cross over? So they just continuously ask for help, but they don't know how to portray like what they need help with.
Yeah. Because I remember 3 years ago, 6 months before my wedding, I almost passed away.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm yelling and screaming in the hospital to the doctors, nurses, whoever would hear me. I'm not ready to go. I'm not ready to die. I don't want to die. And I'm in a panicking state. And what if I would have passed away?
Uh-huh.
Would I still be saying that? I'm pretty sure I would be.
Yeah, definitely.
Because like I wanted to get married, I wanted to become a grandma, and all these beautiful things were about to happen, and I was gonna miss it all. So,
Right.
and I remember I was yelling at the doctor, save me, save me, I don't want to die. I knew I was on the edge. I knew it. I felt it, and I knew it.
Right.
And thank God he was there. Yeah, and it wasn't my time, but I'll always remember that. And I think that's what changed the way I look at life today.
Right.
And I make sure I finish my things a little too much sometimes there, but I always make sure I get this and that done, what I have to get done.
Right. Because now you know how easy it is, like, and how quick it can happen.
Yeah, and so ridiculous the way it would have happened. It's,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Oh, it cut off.
When, oh, am I out? Am I back?
Yeah, you're back now.
Did you ever have that moment when you were going through that you felt yourself slipping away, or did you always feel conscious and?
Well, I think I was conscious, but I probably wasn't,
Right.
because some points I'm in this room getting a test done, then I come back to myself. I'm back at my room, or.
Yeah.
And sometimes I had like a really heavy fogness in my head. I felt like that's the way I was leaving by head first, it's
Right.
starting. And yeah, it was the strangest feeling I've ever had. That heavy fogness, that you don't remember anything. You don't remember what to do, the tasks that you did, like it was nothing. After all that, I couldn't even remember how to do it. And they
Right.
were helping me So yeah, I probably lost too much blood in my brain for it to for this to happen. My memory loss there.
Right. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's definitely
but
scary.
I felt I was leaving. I really felt it. I was lighter, but a heavy head and lighter body.
Wow. That's crazy. See, that's
You cut off again.
I think it's just the internet here. It's
Yeah.
like the
So
heat. The heat plays a big part in the internet here, and it knocks it out a lot. So, and it is very hot today. So, good
so
night or good day, Green Country
maybe
Paranormal.
maybe since I was so hard headed of not leaving, that's why my head was heavy and my
Right.
body was light. My body was ready to leave, but not my head.
Yeah.
Maybe it was that too.
And maybe you just had a whole lot going through your head at one time, and
Oh
you
yeah,
were fighting.
I had my girls to take care of. I have one daughter that doesn't have a father. My wedding, I had my dress. I wanted a wedding,
Yeah,
stuff like that. And like,
I
I'm gonna
understand that
leave before
completely.
my parents. What is this?
Right. Hey, Danny. Slim, you know I'd give you a hug anyway, no matter what. Well, I don't know about that, Jaden. I cannot stand the smell of diesel or gas or any of that
Oh
stuff.
no, gives me a headache.
Hi, Carol. You have a great day. Hugs back, Danny. Love you bunches. I miss you. So yeah, there's so much that we will never know until it comes to that time where we're there ourselves.
Hmm.
But I definitely would like to talk to more people about their out of body experiences. And I think I'd love to start doing some interviews on that because that fascinates me so much. Like, there's so many different stories about people who've had out of body experiences, but they're all different in some ways. So some of them are kind of close, but most are like different. It's their own version of what I don't know. So I would love to interview a lot of people like that and then compare like the different.
Yeah. Mm. I remember one thing regretting though is going in the hospital, knowing all this that I'm on the edge of passing away, and telling everyone not to tell my daughters. I didn't want them to know
Mhm.
that what was going on. I said, no, I don't want them to know what's going on. So it'll hurt less. They'll just wake up tomorrow morning and mom's gone. And then I talked to my girls about it after. They were mad at me.
Mhm.
They said, Mom, I would have liked to know. And it's because I didn't want to worry them. I was saying, oh, it's nothing. It's okay. And I don't know. I just wasn't making the right decision at that time.
Right. And I mean, no one can expect any different because you were going through a lot at that moment.
Yeah.
So it definitely makes you think like what everybody goes through when they get there, you know, and like all the things that we discussed here today, those could definitely be reasons why we hear them asking for help a lot, but there could be total different reasons too. And unfortunately, a lot of them can't communicate what they actually need. And so we just kind of have to guess and we kind of have to say, okay, well, we can help you do this, we can help you do that. And we just hope and pray
Yeah.
that one of those things that we told them is something that they needed to hear. So,
Yeah.
let's see. Well, Cheney said no, Slim. And Charmaine said yes. So you can get a couple of hugs. Maybe some other time. Oh, Lord. Does anybody else have any suggestions in chat why they would be asking for help? I know we've been getting Slim a lot. So there's definitely something going on there. That's like driving me insane too, because they won't even mention his name hardly until he comes into chat. And then it's like Slim, Mike, Michael, and then it says his last name. It'll say Let, it's crazy.
Yeah. But I wonder why, like, who's asking for him, or why is it coming out that much?
Yeah. Well, Jan, I would love to hear about it. So maybe one day we can get on here and talk about it. And then maybe, I think with stuff like that, I would just interview them off live stream and then post it as a premiere. No, the spirit does not need a Twinkie, Batrican.
No. You don't have time to think of Twinkies.
Right.
Twinkies can't cross over.
Oh, my Lord. I'll give you a hug, Slim. Just don't grab my butt. Danny.
Ooh.
Oh, my Lord. Donnie, you and Batrican are going to get it. So, guys, I hope y'all are all around this evening. Tonight, we are going to have Batrican go live with his trivia at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. And then right after he goes live will be Entity Paranormal Investigators. Slam, could you put Twinkie's link in here? And Batrican, can you put your link in for the premiere tonight? Or the live stream? And then tomorrow, I know Donnie has a premiere. And y'all are not going to want to miss that, Double D. So, Donnie, if you have that link posted in here. Well, I understand that completely, Jaden. That would be very hard for me as well. The tropical arse ones. Love you, Danny. And then we'll also have, hopefully, Melissa will have her lights and everything fixed and everything going by tomorrow when she goes live. Because tomorrow it'll be a back-to-back. It'll be Double D Paranormal Adventures, Paranormal Melissa, Jared King TV, and then Michigander Man. So it's going to be a very busy Wednesday for us.
Mm-hmm.
Poof, gone. He's gone. And guys, if you have not, up and pinned in the top of the chat is our website. Yeah, April might be going on at the park. I hope it comes back on before then, Slim. Not just so she can go live, but just so y'all can get cool. That would suck, working all day in a hot place and then coming into a hot place. No, Mystic, I don't want that either. So, the website on the top there, we've been working really hard on it, so you can go check it out. Let us know what you think about it. We also have the readings on there that you can purchase, and a private home investigation checklist that is very good to use during your investigations. You buy it one time, and then you can print it off several times so you can use it over and over again. But it's definitely a lot of things that people forget to ask on investigations. So it's definitely good to have. And we
got a copy.
Yeah, Sandra did. She was the very first one to purchase it. And I'm glad she's enjoying it.
Yeah.
Let's see. We also have the protection mix that's on there. And then we have the dream interpretations on there. We've done a couple of those, and they were exactly on point of what the people were going through. So I'm glad that that worked. We have a reading that you can get, that you get 4 readings, one per week for 4 weeks. And then we have a reading that you can purchase a one-time full moonology reading. So we have lots of stuff on there. And we're fixing to start putting other people's stuff on there as well, too. So if you have a book coming out or stuff like that, I definitely want to talk to Tui Snyder and see if we can get her up there on the website, because I would love for y'all to have some of her books. She's absolutely amazing. So yeah. Well, that's good. Jaden, facelifts on the channel is always good to have. Definitely. So, but I have had a couple people asking me again about how to set up your homepage and stuff to make it more appealing to people. And so I think Tuesday afternoon, I may do something like that again, where we kind of check each other's channels out and see what we can do to make it work better for you.
Yeah, I forgot how to put channels and features.
They've changed it around, so that makes it more difficult. So you have to go to customization and then go all the way down to the very bottom. So in your creator studio, on the left-hand side, go to customization, go all the way down, and then the 3 buttons, the 3 dots, click on that, and then click edit module.
Oh, okay.
They have moved a lot of stuff around on there, which makes it difficult for people. But estimated time 10:30 Eastern Standard Time. Thank you, Slam. Thank you, Donnie. Did Batrican put his link in here? Yes, Batrican's link right there. That's for the live stream tonight at 7 Central. So y'all make sure y'all come over and check it out. Okay, Shani, love you bunches. Can't wait to see what it is you're putting out. Oh, you got to do what you got to do, Jade. Oh, hold on, I keep yawning. Good Lord. All right, guys. I think we weren't even on here an hour today, but I know Sandra's got a lot to do. I've got a lot to do. So instead of sitting here boring y'all to death, we're going to go ahead and call it, and then we'll see you all around tonight, this evening, on all the live streams, and then throughout the rest of the week. Slam, you go save your battery. Anyways, guys, we love y'all bunches. Y'all mean the world to us. Please check out Sandra. Her link is down in the description. She's also in our feature channels. Have a good day, Dustin. Love you. No, the guys do not win all the time. Hi, Andre. Thank you. So, anyways, until next time, guys, we love you. Hi, James Pruitt. That's okay.
See you later.
We will see y'all next time. We love you guys. You mean the world to us. We hope you know that. Have a great day.